At ADL National, we're working with Twitter, Facebook, Microsoft and Google to ensure ads targeted to Jew haters and racists won't be tolerated. Well, that's certainly not worrying. That's totally not something that's going to scare the living shit out of anybody who's concerned about free speech on the internet. Yeah, this is the, as you probably can tell, the Anti-Defamation League, and they're teaming up with Twitter, Facebook and Microsoft and Google to ensure that Jew haters and racists won't be tolerated online. And in this screenshot, it says, "End Cyberhate. ADL plus Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Twitter and others are joining together to form a solutions lab to combat the growing amount of hate speech online." You know, what is it with these idiots' propensity to simply slap anything that they can possibly find with the word cyber on it? This isn't the 1980s where cyber makes something sound futuristic and interesting. Like, hate is hate. Violence is actually violence. In fact, cyber violence doesn't actually exist. But you see the point I'm trying to make here, people. So what we have is a solutions lab. So let's click this link and find out what this is all about. New York. Facebook, Google, Microsoft, Twitter and other leading technology companies are joining with the Anti-Defamation League, the world's leading organisation combating anti-Semitism and hate of all kinds, to establish a cyber-hate problem-solving lab to counter the growing amount of hate speech online. Engaging engineers and focused on technical solutions, the companies at ADL will collaborate to exchange ideas, investigate areas of common risk and opportunity, and seek to devise new approaches to identify and address cyber hate. Now, the first thing is, what is cyber hate? What constitutes as cyber hate and what constitutes as hate speech? Considering that in every country in the Western world, and I assume this is going to be worldwide, so every country in the world has different ideas of what hate speech actually is. And obviously they've mentioned anti-Semitism, which is a form of hate, obviously. But what is this other hate? And even then, what does it constitute as anti-Semitism? Are we talking about criticism of Jewish people? Are we talking about people being called kikes? Are we talking about actual Nazis that wish the death upon Jews? Or are we talking about ironic Nazis, people who aren't Nazis or are pretending to be Nazis, or people using jokes about the Holocaust? Is that anti-Semitic? This is making me raise questions about what we can and cannot say about any particular ideology, any particular race. I mean, are white people also going to be protected by this law? I don't know. This strategy builds on recent models where leading companies have cooperated on large-scale issues of the public interest, such as addressing terrorism content online by leveraging their collective resources and ideas. Each company will draw on these best practices to inform its approach to hate speech online. ADL will convene, advise on policy considerations, and offer insight on how hate and extremist content manifests and constantly evolves online. Yeah, as if the ADL are the people who we should be going to for help when it comes to hate. I mean, this is totally not going to be from a biased standpoint now, is it? The social justice standpoint that they've been trying to push for a good while now. And again, it raises more questions. Why is it that private companies are taking it upon themselves to combat hate? Since when was it their jurisdiction? Since when? And how is this not just a further push to censor the internet? Is this not just a pretense? This is just them saying, look, we're doing a good cause here. We're doing this to protect you. We're taking your right to free speech away because we've got to stop these people from spreading hate. I'm so glad that you're trying to protect me, ADL, but I don't need it, guys. I don't. For all its promise, the internet unfortunately has become a space where perpetrators of hate reach new recruits, harass and intimidate minorities, and spew hateful ideologies, ADL CEO Jonathan Greenblatt said. As some of the most popular platforms, these companies have an added responsibility to do everything within their power to stop hate from flourishing on their watch. ADL has worked in partnership with leading technology companies for many years, and we look forward to tackling this pressing challenge together. Yes, the whole internet has become a haven for hate, for horrible ideologies and racists, even though they've been shunned to the far corners of the internet, and in fact have had many of their browsers and people who host their websites simply taken away from them. These people have renounced them and they have to go and find new places elsewhere. Like, I think Stormfront ended up going on Tor of all platforms. Tor, you know, that US government built thing where you can like just go on the deep web and shit. Yeah, kind of ironic that. But even then, seriously, really, the whole internet is just a haven for this shit? No, most of the internet is not like that. Yes, you'll see a lot of people indulging in racial jokes and humour and other things like that, and express opinions that you might otherwise disagree with. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a haven for recruitment to horrible racist ideologies. I do include social justice in this. The far left, they're very hateful and very racist, but I guess that's towards white people, so it's okay. Or anybody that they deem to be just not worthy of their protection, like the Japanese or white-passing mixed-race people. The initiative will be managed by ADL's Centre for Technology and Society in Silicon Valley, which leads Cyberhate issues and advocacy for the League. So, a tech elite from a small part of the world has deemed it upon themselves that they have to go out there and spread their virtue to the rest of us and censor the internet for ideologies they deem hateful, in the coordination with the ADL. Building a global community that is safe and supportive means engineering new solutions to solve new problems, said Monica Bickert, head of a global policy management at Facebook. We work hard to create a safe environment on Facebook, which is why we're excited to be expanding upon our partnership with the Anti-Defamation League to establish a cyberhate problem-solving lab. Along with other technology companies, some of the best minds in engineering will work alongside the ADL, an organisation with a long track record of fighting bigotry and defending free expression, to help us rise to the occasion. Defending free expression, well, you're trying to combat hate speech, so you're actually not for free expression. I mean, I don't even know if hate speech even exists. It's just an opinion. It's actions that really cause a lot of issues in the world. Like, there's one thing to say you don't like a particular ethnicity. There's another to actually act upon those feelings and hurt people because of those reasons. And I don't think speech hurts people, so maybe their feelings. And if it's just feelings, well, tough shit, deal with it. And if this is part of your great record, censoring the internet, working with big corporations who are known to have their own racist sentiment, their own racist colleagues, yeah, well, I'm glad you got your priorities straight, ADL. We believe in meaningful progress in safety measures and policies can best be informed in partnership with others, so we'll continue to collaborate with leading advocacy organisations like ADL to work towards solutions, said Colin Crowell, VP of Public Policy and Philanthropy at Twitter. We are committed to making the Twitter experience safe, secure and enjoyable for everyone. Yeah, when your entire audience is nothing but bots, of course it's going to be safe, secure and enjoyable for everybody. But the thing is, how exactly are they going to go about this? This is what I'm wondering. Are they going to create bots? Are they going to create algorithms? Are they going to surf the web with some kind of app that will allow them to see what they deem as hate speech? Are they actually going to go out and tell us exactly what they mean by all this? Is it going to be the social justice version of it? Is it going to be their own new version of it? I don't know. This is worrying as shit. I mean, the fact that they're targeting explicitly the internet and the fact that they're using these big fucking corporations like Microsoft and Google and Twitter and Facebook, it's kind of worrying. The Anti-Defamation League has been working with leading technology companies such as Facebook, Google, Microsoft and Twitter to address the problem of online hate while at the same time respecting free speech. Yeah, respecting free speech. I guess that's why Twitter bans people permanently like Milo Yiannopoulos, banning people like Sargon. They ban people for their opinions, even when they do nothing wrong. And let's not forget that Google are using their algorithms to shape what people are seeing online. If they type something in, something else will appear to try and give them this rather biased point of view. And the apocalypse. Let's not forget that Google right now on YouTube are actively trying to censor YouTubers by taking away their ad revenue. And as with Microsoft, well, I don't know, maybe they just see a way to make money through tech stuff. I don't know. And with Facebook, well, it's pretty obvious. Zuckerberg has took it upon himself to launch a crusade against fake news and hate. So this is really more of an ego thing for him, I guess, and expanding upon his authoritarian nature. It's nothing more than corporations. It's nothing more than the rich trying to extend their power and hand on the rest of us on the internet. And well, we've just got to fight this. It's under the pretense of hate speech. This is nothing more than the pretense. And I don't know if the ADL know this or not. They probably do. They probably have a political gain. They all have a gain to this. Google gets to make the internet nice, safe and sanitized so they can make more money off of it. And Facebook and Twitter will benefit from that as well. Well, if Twitter has an audience to benefit once they've sanitized their platform. And as for Microsoft, again, I don't know what their motivations are in this. Maybe they're just there to benefit from technology they might create from this. This collaborative effort led to ADL's 2014 Best Practices for Challenging Cyberhate, which established guidelines for the tech industry to help prevent the spread of online hate speech. Since Greenblatt became CEO in July 2015, ADL's focus on combating cyberhate has expanded dramatically. This new lab partnership is the organisation's latest advancement in its effort to address the cutting edge of hate in America today. So by censoring the internet, that's how you're going to go about it. By using corporations who have ulterior motives behind this veneer of virtue. Right, okay, I get it, ADL. I think that's all I really need to say. Well, this is just another example of internet censorship. This is clearly what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to say to me anyway. This whole thing about hate speech, about cyberhate, trying to protect minorities and people who suffer from hate, it's a pretense for control. That's all it is. And anyway, people, it's been your boy. And until next time, I'll see you later.